was it a game 5 situation, as you mentioned. But like we talked about before, Wolf Stretch, every single game was on that razor's edge, could have gone any which way, and the game 5 was really decided by that SD in the early moment of game 5. So I'd love to see 10 games. I'd love to see this one go 5. Steffen reset it and another 5, just because the level of play between these two, the neutral, the footsies, have just been so next level. But we're going to see what we'll get, because game 1 coming up right about now.
The countdown starts. The dap up is finished. We are heading right into grand finals. Steffen was able to kind of beat out the opponent in a nice 3-0 fashion and trying to get the combo game started as Marvale. Remembering once again what we gotta do against the Steve as we hop back. Not on PS2, but small battlefield.
And this is an interesting stage, right? Because you start on PS2, you give Steve a lot more space to control the pace of the game, play that keep away game, and get his resources. Here, the game, he's going to get resources faster because he's going to mine things other than iron, unlike PS2. However, you also have a lot less space for him to get away, and you can kind of smother him better.
It's definitely true. But also at the same time, I feel like this stage is just a favorite of Steffen. Like, how many times has Steffen been taking people are, oh my goodness. A reminder of what happened in game number 5, a forward smash directly to the face. The wings of justice, wings of light don't matter. Your stock just got taken, and you have no iron, my friend. Able to kind of swing it out on there, but still no iron. The TNT just popped in like a Tetris piece. Like,
yeah, it popped in through the corner of the air. That was like a classic Minecraft moment. That feels like something you see on Java Edition, where you just pop through that awkward angle, no clip your way to victory. Tries to find the up air 1 into the back air, but instead, all you're gonna eat is a stock for your troubles. Those Marvale, unfortunately losing one there. Steffen finding a way back in, but answering back with the down air, and what a quick find from Marvale.
And I actually loved that a little earlier. Pretty sure you're sharp, I noticed that one, but that nice little delayed tomahawk as well, knowing that Steffen was going to go for that spot judge, because how many times has the tomahawk game worked out and in favor of Palu. So once again, hopping back on this neutral game, but definitely in the advantage for Marvale. Marvale's playing way better. And we've seen earlier, Steffen is a little bit in the struggle bus. You talked about earlier about that smaller stage. Now it's starting to bite Steffen back when you're in disadvantage.
Yeah, right. When you just can't get away from Palutena, how do you get those resources? How do you get the diamond that's supposed to give you the chance back into this one, or even the iron to give yourself that anvil and the minecart to get out of trouble, right? Steve's panic options that save him so many times. Marvale has not given Steffen a single chance to breathe and find those chances. The pivot grab not going to do it, though, and here's that opportunity that Steffen has been so desperately looking for.
Yeah, I've been trying to make Marvale flinch. A lot of people expect that grab out from that corner. Instead, it's going to be Bear. Not the strongest tool, however. So Marvale is in a real comfortable, great little spot dodge to avoid out on that minecart as you continue on forward. Chip damage. Once again, sitting comfortable. He doesn't want to use anything. And Steffen knows that Marvale ain't letting go of that shield anytime soon. But diamonds are available. Great movement on that block. Actually might lead to the stock taken. I love that from Marvale. Striking hard in winner side game number 1.
I love that drop to ledge there as well. You were talking about the movement, but that specific piece of it really struck me, right? Because if Steffen tries to go for an early move to ledge there, it's going to find a ledge trump into the back air. And if you don't, it just sets up for the perfect positioning, as we saw.
So cool.
It was a beautiful checkmate here, right? Because he goes early, ledge trump. He doesn't? Okay, well, guess what? You got an invulnerable back air to the face to contest any way you can find a way back to ledge. Marvale opened that game 1 like he wants to end this with a 3-0 and a handshake. Wolf scratch.
Yeah, but walking on top of those double blocks, I think it was like a short hop. That was really cool. And actually used the forward tilt, the maximal ones. I like that from Marvale. Pulling out Erner, Marvale and step in the grands. And that's something I think that's what I was looking for. I was expecting to see all of those Nair trains kind of continue on forward for damage from Marvale, but it just was just a lot of just good neutral interactions and bait and punish that Marvale was able to do to win against Steffen. Usually not really the game plan you're looking for, as Palutena usually want to get those Nair trains, that one that gets you so much damage, but great little movement, both them striking hard. The TNT is about to explode, and missing out on an up smash. Palutena is fast enough to catch you, and miss counter. Not going to die for, however, but you took a lot of damage in return.
And honestly, missing a counter, right, and not dying for it, best case scenario for Marvale. He got away with one there just a little bit. Gonna find another one to get away with that up smash. Not gonna find the stock, though. I love how Palus have been starting to use that down air more, right? Both weak spot and sour spot just give you so many combos on stage. Mining into the wall, the plank. This is Brawl all over again. Steve, get away from there, sir. Get away.
As the couchcasters would say in the third to last summit, when it was Aquila mining on the side, I remember they're like, "Oh wow, he really wants to win now." That's what I like to call when you mine on there with the plank. Doesn't work out in the favor, and honestly, Marvale comfortable with that one. Great reactions with that little tech chase. Oh, spike it down. Go for the second one. No, waiting for the second one. Great angle by Steffen to stay alive, but you're still in disadvantage. Can't kill it with that one. Taking a good amount of chunk of damage, but honestly, if you can shut up the stock fast, that's not too big of a deficit to work with, and a missed grab working out in favor of Marvale.
Yo, he's cooking right now. Marvale with the movement, man. These ankle-breaking shoes are on point. Get this man some Jordans the way he's moving around the stage. But the 175, he's not gonna lose it just yet. He's keeping Steffen in advantage, and even though the pickaxe, still holding on even through that diamond. How is this goddess alive right now?
Well,
okay, there we go.
Yeah. It's your fault, Ritual. Caster's curse.
That is my fault. It is my fault.
And great. Yeah, get away from that one. I'm not dying after that one. Great rolling out of shield, but look at the counter of the iron. Only 2 left. Ooh, excellent DI by Marvale, though. That's like the peak Steve counterplay. Get those DIs, SDIs correct. How many of these combos have not been able to land on Marvale? The Steffen's been working so hard to go for, but at the same time, that's a diamond. That's something you got to be so scared about, because all of a sudden we kind of blink, we kind of talked about it earlier, but 79%. Palutena's at kill percent at this point.
And she's out of kill percent to find the confirmed, right? That she so desperately is looking for. She needs to find that straight hit. And here at lead could be terrifying. She's gonna get caught in the checkmate to end them all. That block below ledge means she can't even hold on to find the iframes that would let her hold on to the nectar of life. So now she's gonna find a lead turn to a deficit. Now back to even. But Steffen has that diamond in the backlog, and Wolf Scratch, I mean, this went from Marvale's game to lose to Steffen's game to win.
That's true, but at the same time, you gotta keep an eye on that resource counter. 2 pieces of iron, so you decide to be here, and all of a sudden you're threatening with it. Can you get the down air? No, a jump gets burned, but all of a sudden trades are happening left to right, a little bit of shenanigans on that ledge. Teleport, good enough. Steve's not fast enough either. That's the last piece of iron you burned. Marvale, if you want to turn up the heat and go for some aggression, now is the time. Side B connects, no iron available. Up smash barely misses, and my goodness, a lot of pressure on there. Tries to go for the double jump, the instant double jump, but here we go. Mine up for resources, both of them going left and right. Has to teleport out of that situation. We're gonna see the down throw. Goes for the chase! Marvale!
What a game from Marvale, locking down the 2-0. You saw Steffen there. Expect the jump to lead into an up air. DI'd out to avoid it, and Marvale said, psych, Bob's your uncle, I'm gonna get you with the back air the whole time. Full sent the commit, as you mentioned, Wolf Scratch, and even with the plank, no problems. Marvale almost let that one slip through his fingers, but when push came to shove, he clawed right back into the driver's seat, and now is 1 game away from taking Fusion to 208, and one of the biggest roller coasters of a bracket we've had in New Jersey in a hot minute.
That was an insane read, though, no? Usually a lot of Palo players would go for the instant double jump up air. That's something that Marvale has been constantly showing, but instead, a hard call out with a double jump, hard DI to the left, back air, knowing that Steffen was DIing away, trying to get away from it, trying to reset back onto there. But instead, look at that, Marvale turning up the heat. Fired up by it on this battlefield in game number 3, one standing here on now, and so Steffen's gonna find some way to slow it down, Ritual, because honestly, it's looking like a shutout at this point! What a call it again!
No way, he's locked and loaded. I'm gonna be honest, Wolf Scratch, it's gonna take a miracle for Steffen to get back into this one. Marvale just leveled up here in this grand finals, now getting the Nair Trains the reverse to take it back around on Battlefield. Gonna avoid the explosive flame that time around. I like the mix with the grabs here, that pivot mix into these dash attacks, just to mix up the burst range
that Steffen has to respect. He doesn't know where to build these walls to get away, and he's been really limited on his resources as a result.
Said earlier, Marvale has been training with Syrup. Syrup's definitely going to be proud of Marvale from how well played in this Steve matchup and stuck. Once again, Steffen burning so much, has to be so careful, and the attacks are letting, and confident enough by Marvale to kind of go for it there. Sword sinks down, 102%. Diamonds are available, and the up smash trying to call it out there, and oh wow, even the blocks actually not favoring too much on there, so Steffen once again has a little bit of opportunity. You can never count Steve out.
I like delaying the match there so that you open up next to the wall rather than bouncing off of it and are able to keep it going. But now, speaking of it going, you got to get out of the pick loops. Marvale gonna do so. Cover with the explosive flame. Bounce back and forth, but find his way out of the ping pong and into the grab. Gonna call out the air dodge too, and is 2 for 2 for explosive flames. One more? Can we see the explosive flame trifecta to close out Fusion?
Try the trifecta, Triforce. We'll have to see how it kind of works on there. Able to escape it out. You talked about how many times these pellets been using those down here a lot more. You can see it out there. Yeah, flex on them. Utilize those. It's cancels and that anvil. Actually getting in a little bit of the way some Marvale smartly decides to wait it out. Great patience. Knowing that the spot just gonna happen. Go for it. Goes for the back air instead, but it looks like a shutout at this point. Marvale is just straight up style on Steffen. Great tech!
And Steffen still cleans it up, still has a shot in this game. However, those wings, as you mentioned before, they're justice, they're glory, they're a little bit of spice and everything nice, because Marvale able to keep making them work. And the back air, not going to do it just yet. One more chance for Steffen. It's Steve, it's still possible, but Marvale, I mean, he's been playing perfect.
Bye. Oh, well, you're alive, but the resources is looking really depressing.
Yeah, nothing. The Steve, from rags to riches, all the way back to rags, as Marvale locks it down with the up air, calls out the jump, and Steffen in desperation says, you wanted 5 games, Ritual, you wanted 10, well, we had the 5 games last time. This time, it's time for me to get home, get some dinner, and go to bed at a reasonable hour, because that was a little bit brutal, Wolf Scratch.
Yeah, excuse my French, but Marvel locked the fuck in. Like, there's no other way of putting it. Like, being able to just control the match through that, like, kind of aggression. The reads when they came out were insane. Like, how many times we saw, like, the read on the DI out double jump. The back air was crazy, first of all, to take that in such a tight moment. But then the defining moment in game number 3 where it was the side B, where I didn't even think Steffen thought it was possible. I didn't think it was possible. You didn't think it was possible, but all of a sudden, just pulled it out like a damn magic trick.
Yeah, and one of the things actually that I noticed from Marvale, and I was like, I'm gonna talk about it the next time he does it. And from that point, actually, he never did it again in game 3, which was he kept doing these dash jab 1 on shield just to mix up his pressure, right? He would just run up and instead of just dash, right, dash walk shielding or run up and just dash grabbing or dash attacking, he would just run up jab 1 and then run away and make Steffen panic out of shield, condition, jump, and other defensive options, and then just started calling them out over and over again. He got mileage off of it throughout his run in top 8, but especially against Steffen, both in last set and in the first couple games of this one. It was a really cheeky little mix-up to see, and something to kind of maybe take a note of as we see how Palu's approach this matchup moving forward.
Yeah, Stone Cold too. Like Marvale, like got like the hardest reads possible. Didn't even crack a smile. I'd be popping off. I'd be like, I got you. I got you in the palm of my hand. But
that first stock in game 3 was ooh baby.
Yeah, but Marvale, real good stuff on there. A little bit of smile, respectful matchup. And both those players played excellent there. But congrats to Marvale staying on winner's side in a wild fusion.
And I mean, what better way to end Fusion than, well, you know, with a couple things from the people who made it all happen. I think we've got some ads coming up. Ooh. From production, no ads. So I'm going to just give one more plug for Gay State Beatdown. Go to start.gg/gaystate today. Entry, remember, donates $2 to the Trevor Project, which you can also donate to separately, support those trans youth, but also is going to give you entry to Critical Mass, potentially in that raffle, so check that out. But while you're checking things out, you can check me out on Twitter or any other socials at RitualCasts, and Wolf Scratch, where can they find you?
Alright. There at Wolfie Scratch. Follow me on twitter.com. But thank you so much all. Yeah, thank you so much all for watching. It was a crazy top 8. Thank you so much for joining us, Ritual. It was a pleasure. You're my goat. You know, she's been making a lot of moves on there, so be ever to keep an eye on Ritual. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you guys on the flip side.